Hello dear readers and subscribers. Welcome to another video with some practical career advice for artists, and in today's video we are going to make your life easier. I'm going to show you how you can organize your works of art and your documents for your art career on your laptop, how to structurally make sure that everything is in place and to work a lot more efficiently and easier when you're about to work with a gallery or update your website, etc. Let's get started. We can organize everything in one single folder on your desktop, your art folder. And this folder consists of 6 different folders in which we have everything we could possibly need as an artist. We have all our different types of documents, a folder for our exhibitions, a folder for our accountant, of course, for our finance, some pictures more randomly that we could use for our social media, for instance, or simply to document our process without it being specifically about an exhibition or about our works. Then we also have a folder for the publications, for instance, book publishing, monographs, but also press articles, etc. And then of course our works, where it's all about our art. So let's start with our documents. In this folder we're going to keep all our updated must-have documents to professionalize our artistic practice and career. These documents include, of course, our artist resume. Here we have a selection of our currently available templates for artists. However, this list is not complete yet. So we have the template for our resume. You need to have your up-to-date artist biography, possibly also an artist statement, which is more a personal tool and not something to have out publicly on your website. Then your overview document, your inventory, in which we can document all our artworks, everything we have ever created and declared as part of our oeuvre. Then also, of course, our template for consignment agreements and also representation agreements for when we start to work with galleries. And very important, your up-to-date catalog with available works, meaning all the artworks you currently have available for sale or to be exhibited with galleries and that you can consign to them for them to sell. So that if a gallery inquires to work with you or to show what you have available, or a collector who is interested in purchasing a piece, then this is a document you need to have ready to go and in line with the industry approved unwritten rules of the art world. An additional document we could add here are our certificates of authenticity, but I believe I will create another video about this topic in the foreseeable future. And also your central contact list is also a very important one, in which we document and track all our most important contacts, including our galleries, but for instance also collectors from the past or people who have inquired for your work but haven't purchased a work yet, or for instance also curators, critics, press, etc. Now, next we have our folder with the exhibitions. Here we're going to create a separate folder for every single exhibition we do. So for instance, in this folder of a show I had at Space60 in Antwerp, you can have 2 separate folders, one with the documents related to the exhibition, for instance, the consignment agreement from the works you've consigned, but also the catalog of all the works that were available during that show, so you can send this out to your regular collectors as well. But also, for instance, the press release, the text about the show, etc. And then a separate folder, of course, with your installation views. I like to collect all of them, and then the very best ones have them ready in a separate folder. And then even a step further for your web purposes, to have them in a compressed version in a separate folder as well. Otherwise, your website will be very, very slow. So that kind of sums up the exhibitions. I simply listed a couple of them here. You can try to order them chronologically, so it will kind of look like a resume actually. Next we have finance. This is something many artists dread to take care of. However, it is very, very simple. All you need is these 3 folders. financial documents, for instance, for your accountant, taxes, but also overviews, reports, comparison of the turnover and the costs that your accountant can provide. However, these things sound a bit too complicated. The gist of it is we have a folder with your costs and we have a folder with your income. And simply per quarter, you file all the invoices of your income from the first quarter in one folder, and so on and so on. And you do the same for your costs. Then you give these folders to your accountant and they will take care of everything. It is in fact as simply as that. So it's not more difficult than it is here. And here you have all your invoices in place. If there is a time that you need to look for a certain invoice to check something, or when there is a question or a problem, you'll have everything here. Next, pictures. So here I already mentioned simply some pictures, for instance, exhibition views, studio views, or simply some installation views that you have ready to go to post on your Instagram, for instance. Publications, I also briefly discussed this. So we have books and press here, but the books is monographic publications, or for instance, being included in a major catalog. And then press, here we can also include links to, for instance, online resources, or even pictures or scans of a press article. And last but not least, of course, the works. I like to have a folder here with works, and here we're also going to rank them or order them chronologically. As we have discussed, I believe 2 weeks ago in our video on how to organize your art on your website. This is the most convenient way to do this, also from a catalogue raisonné perspective, to organize them chronologically instead of per artistic discipline or medium or series. And we simply want to have the single image files ready in every single folder of the works you've created that year. We want images that are completely cropped out. The other pictures, for instance, as installation views during an exhibition, are at the exhibition folders, or for instance in your studio or at the opening of an exhibition, these can be in the folder with pictures for your Instagram. However, here in the works folder, everything needs to be entirely cropped out, so it's ready to use for instance, a catalogue raisonné, and really make sure that the images are top quality, and also that we write down the full metadata in the title. This will make your life so much easier. These metadata cannot change over time. These will always be the same. The title, the year in which it was produced, the medium surface or simply the material attributes, and then the dimensions. If you're, for instance, creating your artist website, you can simply copy this entire line to include it on your website, and then it's ready to go. Or the same applies when you're setting up your catalog with available works, or for a consignment agreement, we can simply copy and paste all the information that we have to include in those documents or in those places here. So as easy as that, you can take care of your entire art career and art practice in an organized, structured and efficient manner, simply with these 6 folders. I highly recommend it. It will take you just a couple of minutes, or perhaps a half an hour up to an hour if it's really a mess at this point with all your images and documents. But once you have sorted them like this, your life will become a lot easier, and also you'll work a lot more efficient, and perhaps have also a little bit more peace of mind, knowing that everything is right where it needs to be. For more industry-approved career advice, make sure to check out our website contemporaryartissue.com at Advice for Artists, where you can find all the information and documents and tools for success in the highest realms of the art world. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Feel free to watch our video on the best art cities in the world next. Support us on Patreon, and please consider subscribing to stay posted for more contemporary art. Bye.